Because it's hot this time of time, you know, the hair needs to be off my neck.
When do I look at the camera? When do I look?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Alisha Brittany, and if you didn't know, now you know. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, it's so good to see you again. I just slayed this, and I want y'all to know how to do this too, because it's hot this time of time, you know, the hair needs to be off my neck. Baby, I'm loving it. This was just very random, very spontaneous. So if you want to see how I was able to achieve the style, be sure to stay tuned, keep on watching, subscribe. One of the great qualities that I love about Curls Queens is the thickness of these wefts. Sometimes you guys, when you order bundles, you're like, where is the hair on this bundle? This is like almost like a half a pack of hair that you would get from a beauty supply store. However, with Curls Queens, I do not have that problem ever. My wefts are always very thick from the top to the bottom. The cuticles are not broken or short in any way. You guys, I really do stand this hair company. I think that their hair is very immaculate, and I think that they provide very excellent quality when it comes to the type of hair that you're getting. Now, because this is human hair and because you want to treat this as such, so adding any extreme sort of, you know, coloring or dyeing, it's obviously going to change the texture and the longevity of the hair. However, Curls Queens does guarantee that their hair lasts you anywhere from 6
I've been losing friends and finding peace, but honestly that sounds like a fair trade to me. If I ever heard one, and I'm still here outside front line.
So I will be the first one to say that this hairstyle is extremely tedious because of how short the length is. Usually when you do another type of quick weave, you know, you have a little bit more room to play with. With this, you have to be very precise in laying your tracks and making sure that you're laying them flat. The reason that you need to make sure that you lay these tracks flat as possible is because later on, when you get to the tinkle comb, which is the regular comb that has the razor attached to it, when you start cutting, you're going to see more and more layers. So although this hair is already pre-cut and comes in a layered form, you want to be very careful when laying. I'm just trying to let you guys know, I went ahead and added a longer piece of the 27 pieces as the very first row, just because I kind of wanted that like tail kind of mullet style. You'll see what I'm talking about a little bit closer to the end of this video.
I hold no resentment in my heart, that's that maturity. We don't keep it on us anymore, it's with security. I'm outside, 29, G5, seaside. I've been losing friends and finding peace, but honestly that sounds like a fair trade to me. If I ever heard one, and I'm still here outside front line, south side. I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly that sounds like a fair trade to me.
So guys, just another quick tip: when you are doing your own sew-ins, you want to make sure that you're still able to kind of feel your way through it. Just kind of how, if you've seen my previous videos on how I do a quick weave, you know that I layer my tracks and my wefts closely together. Here I am just showing you, this is a full bundle, you guys. This is one full single bundle of hair, and I have already used up most of my weaving space on my hair. That's just my leave out, that big plait in the middle. And I did leave my sides out because I am going to show you guys later on how I'm able to put this hair kind of like slightly up and then do dramatic baby hairs as well. So up here, I'm just showing you a little bit more in-depth way of how to sew.
Yourself through me already, gave you what you needed, I guess, yeah. So I'm not with nobody, cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. Did it over text, didn't call me. Still got love for your mommy. I know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody, yeah. Yes, I'm hurting, yes, I'm jaded.
Now when you are working on the front, it's going to look very sparse, of course, in the beginning, but once you continue to add more tracks and layers, it's going to fill in. So right now I'm giving evanescence, but however, all the tracks are kind of semi-glued in except for that middle top part enclosure that comes with the 27 piece. So one step that I did that's not included in the 27 pieces, I had some leftover straight tracks that I wanted to go ahead and try to apply because I just kind of wanted to give that feathered look, and that hair was just very bumped under and the hair that I added was straight. So when you're adding the closure piece, you want to make sure that you're mirroring it very well. As you can see, I had to get up and make sure and check, but you're just going to go ahead and dab that glue on in the middle and blow dry that baby down. Make sure that it sticks and stays. That's probably one of the best parts about doing closure quick weaves, is that you have none of your real hair out, and you know, the closure piece just ties it all in together. Now, as you can see, while I'm blow drying my hair, you can see the wig cap, and this is where I would recommend starting and trying to get a black wig cap as opposed to a beige one. I learned that for next time, but it was easier to see how I was laying my tracks using this lighter wig cap.
Yeah. Y'all's on this side, y'all's over on this side. Hey, told me about all your insecurities for what?
So now that the glue process is all done, what I'm doing here is I'm starting the tinker cone. Obviously, I started on the wrong side, but as you can see, you guys, you have to be very careful when you start using this. It will cut your hair and fast. As you can see, this is just a few strokes of the comb. I'm going to try to put the real one on the screen so you guys can see just the one that I got, or actually I'll link it below in my description on my Amazon storefront. But yes, you want to go ahead and just start layering that baby up. I am someone who has learned how to cut from like just experience, so I'm pretty familiar with, you know, how much to go in. However, if this is your first time, you do want to make sure that you're going slowly, and because this hair is short, you can't really part it and cut it, part it and cut it. You kind of just have to cut and see as you go. So to mimic the real shortcut, what I wanted to do was make sure that I created very short, tedious layers. That way, when I did turn my head a certain way, it would look a little bit more stabilized versus kind of like that wiggy look. As you can see, the very last row, that long part that I'm kind of skipping over, is that extra added piece of weft that I told you guys previously in the early parts of the video. And then boom, boom. It's just repetitive, y'all. You just have to keep playing with it, keep flat ironing, keep cutting. It's really about how you prefer it at this point. And after this, I was like, you know what? I don't want to cut too much. I don't want to be too scissor happy. Baby, I'm just loving it. You know, it could have been a little bit better, but for my first time, you know, I'm not too mad at it.
I wanna be around while you chase it. You wanna hit me up when you make it. You'll try and come back when you're famous.
So guys, that's the end of this video. I'm trying to tell you that this hair was such a trust the process video, because a few times I'm like, this is gonna be so ugly, this is gonna be so bad. However, after I put a face on, got dressed, cut some more layers in it, I'm feeling it a little bit. It's a cute switch up from just having, you know, long weave or anything like that. So guys, I really hope that this tutorial was helpful, enjoyable. I hope that you're able to try this style on your own. If you guys have any questions, be sure to leave it down in the description box below, and I will see you in my next video. I'm so happy to be back. See you guys later. Bye for now.